Do you want to get an offer accepted on a house? Then you need to understand all of your options. Let's talk about contingencies. Okay, so what are contingencies? Well, the simple breakdown is that they are specific terms that you offer to a seller. You've got a menu of options to either include or exclude from your offer. In a competitive seller's market, which we are in an extremely competitive market, the seller is going to want the very best terms that are in their favor. They want everything plus the moon and the stars. Now, the first two are pretty self-explanatory. Now, you have the purchase price and your escrow deposit. Your escrow deposit is what binds the contract and goes towards your cash due at closing. It's also what keeps people from simply just terminating and walking away. So the higher deposit, the more appealing to the sellers. But there are additional terms, aka contingencies, that you need to decide whether or not to include or to waive as part of your offer or contract to purchase. So there are typically three. The mortgage contingency, so you have a pre-approval, but you have not actually applied for a loan. In order to apply for a loan, you have to have a property under agreement or a contract. Once you apply for a loan, the lender will go through all of your documents, your bank statements, your tax returns, pay stubs, credit report, all of those things. And then they will make sure that you actually qualify for the loan. They will also have an appraisal of the property to make sure that it's at market value. Now, once all of these items are checked off and approved, the lender will issue a mortgage commitment letter, which states that they will fund the loan. Once that's issued, the attorneys and realtors can schedule the closing. Now, we need the mortgage commitment letter by a specific date that is stated on the contract. This entire portion is referred to as the mortgage contingency because if your loan is denied, you can terminate the contract and get your deposit back as long as it's denied on or before that pre-approved date. Now, cash buyers waive this contingency because they don't need a mortgage. Some buyers decide to waive the mortgage contingency in order to make their offer more appealing to a seller. But that means you are at risk of losing your deposit if you get denied the loan and you can't get to the closing. Number two, the inspection contingency. A standard purchase agreement in Rhode Island has an inspection period of 10 business days for a buyer to conduct any and all inspections. And if you're not satisfied with the inspection, you can terminate the agreement and you're entitled to your full deposit back as long as it's within those 10 business days. Now, some buyers will choose to reduce the inspection period as a way to make their offer more appealing to a seller. For example, they might reduce the inspection period to 5 business days. Now, you have to be certain that you can get someone in there that quickly. Everything has to be done within that time frame. Or some buyers will choose to waive the inspection period completely. Now, you have to be certain you want this house if you do that, and you have to feel confident that you're willing to take on whatever work is needed. Don't take this lightly. Talk to me about what I anticipate offers to be and decide what works best for you. Now, the appraisal contingency. Cash buyers tend to waive this contingency because they're not working with a lender. If you're getting a loan and waive the appraisal contingency, it means that if the appraisal report comes in lower than the purchase price, you will have to make up the shortfall. Now, I made a 4-part series on appraisals because there's a lot to learn, so check out these videos to really understand what I mean. Okay, we've gone over the mortgage, inspection, and appraisal contingency. Now, when you work with me, we will talk about the terms of the offer that makes the most sense for you. You need to understand that in this market, a lot of people are going to submit very competitive offers. They're going to be over asking purchase price, a high deposit or non-refundable deposit, reduced inspection period, or they're going to waive it altogether and potentially waive the appraisal or offer a significant appraisal gap. But the most important thing for you to know is that you have to make the decisions that are right for you. And that's why you need to fully understand your options. Now, if you stick with me, I'll help you through the process and we'll find the right home that's right for you. Want to know more? Watch my videos, but also feel free to reach out. If you're ready to start your home buying journey, I'm here to help.